Did you see those big old biddies on Linda Blair?
I sure fucking did, man. I have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, it's Hell Night. It's still October, so it's Halloween month. Or whatever. It's spooky ooky. Yeah.
It's the devil's night.
It's devil's time.
Hey guys, it's your favorite final girl and boy, Emily and Nick, with your favorite final babysitter, Mike, coming at you with a new episode of Gag Me with a Knife, a weekly podcast where we dissect, disembowel, and shred the best and worst slasher movies. This week we'll be covering 1981's Hell Night with Linda Blair. As usual, Emily's got an original VHS box, and I guess we're going to dress up in our favorite Halloween costume, and let's hear what's on the back of that box.
Before that, we have two member shout-outs for Patreon, and that is the over-enthusiastic horror fan. You can find him on Instagram. His name is OOEF_official. He's really cool. You'll like him. He's from Scotland.
Oh.
And also Alex. So not the old co-host, different Alex. So hey, he's been texting with Mike.
Oh yeah.
So
hey, how's it going, Alex?
Yeah, that's really cool.
What's up, Katie?
Yeah, hey Katie, fucking
Travis, Dennis,
butthole bitch,
Christy.
Save it for my sidebar.
All right,
Patreon.
So the back of the box. Half man, half beast. He lurks inside the mansion, killing all one by one as he follows the murderous instincts of his twisted mind. A macabre tale of three young people, it's four, who spend a night in mysterious Garth Mansion as part of their initiation into Alpha Sigma Rho fraternity and its sister sorority, no name. The murderous history of the mansion not only would make anyone shudder, but would keep anyone miles away from the place who will live to tell about Hell Night. 1981. What are your thoughts?
Would you call it Hell Night, or would you call it Linda Blair's Busty Affair?
Linda Blair's Busty Affair. Not good, though.
Did you also know that the working title was they were trying to start a franchise out of this with it was kind of like a bedtime for Bonzo thing, but it was like Pazuzu Goes to College and Pazuzu Goes Bananas was the planned sequel. But
what did you think of it?
It sucked.
Yeah, I thought it sucked too. It's an hour and 42 fucking minutes. I was
disappointed. There's a lot of running around.
Yeah, there is certainly is a lot of fucking running around. I do not like this movie. I don't understand why it's a classic slasher.
Anyone who's ever walked through a video store of yesteryear or any kind of thing like that has seen the cover of this VHS or DVD or anything. The Linda Blair at the gates or whatever.
It's considered a classic slasher.
It's got a classic cover,
but I hate it. So Mike, why don't you get us started?
I know you didn't ask, but I really wanted to like this one more than I did.
I did too. It started out strong.
I mean, I don't ever want to hate a movie.
No, it started out strong.
I always want to like it, but
quickly went.
It quickly goes downhill. Yeah. So it does, but the movie does start out with a bang because it's party time. So let's get going.
We hear a girl scream. There's party. There's wet t-shirts. Peter sees Linda Blair.
He's a sleaze.
He's a total sleaze.
Denise is hot.
He's flirting with another girl.
He sees Linda Blair's busty affair.
He's more attractive.
Yeah. Linda Blair is still trying to be a big girl with her big old titties hanging out.
She doesn't look a day over like 14.
She's supposed to be like a French debutante of the...
This is 81. If she was like, how old was she?
Is she like
she was 12 or 13 in 74.
So let's say she was 13 in 73. Okay. That's when it came out. Or 72 when they were making it.
This is 80.
Sure.
So say she was 14 when it came out. So this is 81.
21,
so 7 plus 1.
She's
she was 21, I guess.
She's legal.
Yeah, she's more than legal. She can't even drink. But back then, 18 was like, whatever. Go on.
Back when
okay, we're back at the party,
reasonable.
So...
Can't even buy cigarettes
Peter
unless
sees
you're
her
21.
from across the room.
Marty is her name in the movie.
There's a torch line of cars. Like they go into their initiation at this manor.
Well, before that, May, who's like the the head sister of the sorority, she like talks about how she bought Marty a car so she'd be in the sorority, and now Marty wants to like
so she can help with the homework.
But now Marty wants to quit, so I think that's kind of rude in my opinion. And I think Linda's kind of a bitch. But
Would
then
you rather I call her Linda Blair or Marty?
Well, her name's Marty in the movie, but I was like, isn't Marty the belle of the
Let's just
ball?
go with
Not
Linda
for Van
Blair.
Patten though. Seth.
Oh, it's Linda Blair.
The window's broken. Time to do something that will get the plot going.
Well, so maybe I didn't write this down, but at the party, don't Seth and Jeff talk about Denise and Marty?
I think so.
And one's
Seth,
type and
Seth
one's the
is
other.
an asshole because only assholes drink beer out of steins.
That's Van Patten.
But that's Seth,
Anyway,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And
Is that
he's at the
Dick's
party.
son?
He's
Are we not
yes,
all
yes,
Dick's
and he's also married to fucking what's her face from she's on a soap opera, but she was
Yeah, I don't
also in
watch
Real
soap
Housewives
operas.
of Beverly Hills. She used to
I
be
don't much realize.
shit. No, I love her.
I'm so
she was
surprised you don't know her name.
she was in House on Sorority Row. Oh God, damn it! What is her fucking name? Anyway, go
Your
on.
mama?
I'm gonna find it out, and then
I'm gonna find it out.
well, it wasn't though. But so
Yeah.
12 years ago,
Got
a man
pretty
murdered his
chicken
family and
scratch.
himself. And then I was like, Denise, why are you here
So
in college instead of England?
initiation, they got to stay a night. 12 years ago, this Garth guy, he killed his family. And you probably have written down how he killed the kids or whatever, right?
Yeah, but
No,
yeah,
well,
they,
yeah, it
they
is.
use the term. He had a mongoloid boy.
Yeah,
and
first
it's like,
child,
ooh,
Mongo Morris. I did write it down.
Mongo Morris.
The second one was
Jesus.
ugly. The third one's D&D. Oh, not Dungeons and Dragons, Deaf and Dumb.
Okay.
We're not supposed to say that anymore, are we?
I don't know.
Well, just move on.
don't
And
you just
then
move
there's
on with
Grunty. I have Grunty Andrew, the fourth child, the youngest. But they only found 4 bodies.
Mm-hmm.
4 people are saying it's Jeff, Seth, Denise, and Marty. So Peter,
Eileen Davidson
Peter,
is Van Patten's wife.
who the fuck is that?
She has an Emmy for
Oh
her
my
role,
God, you don't
role in
know
all
Eileen Van-
All My Children or something
Did
like
you say
that.
Van Patten?
She's married to Dick Van Patten's son, who's in this movie.
Yeah, he
That's all.
plays Seth, right?
Yes.
Who is also a star tennis player.
He's Robin Hood.
Yes, he was.
He plays Robin Hood, right?
yeah,
yeah.
He's dressed
But
Robin
he
Hood,
was a tennis star, yeah. Okay, so anyway, cool story, Peter. Whatever. Wow, cool
He
kids.
gives
Andrew
Jeff the
witnessed
cowboy a
murders. He says the Mongoloid son, Andrew, witnessed murder.
No,
the
no,
murder.
Mongoloid's Morris.
No, it isn't.
Andrew's
is
the
it?
grunter.
Okay, but he witnessed the murder
He
and
is
was
a Mongoloid.
Andrew witnessed the murder and was never found. Wonder what will happen. Creepy shots of the house with creepy music. Okay, there's 2 gates. Why?
So yeah, Peter gives Seth a gun and says they've got to shoot their way out in the morning.
Okay, so did you guys notice? And this is a little back when the frat parade to
The
Garth
torch
Manor.
line.
Yeah, didn't it look a little bit like a Unite the Right?
Oh man, tiki torches.
Yeah, man, frat
Well, I
kids
was
are
thinking,
fucked
okay,
up, man.
so listen, I was like, if this is a hazing, why is it for 2 frat pledges and 2 sorority pledges, and that's all they have?
Yeah,
They only have 2, and also they don't mix usually like that. Anyway, whatever.
Also, when they were given like, hey, if you want out, you got to shoot your way out. So like they shot the lock off the gate to begin with.
Yeah.
And then they lead them in there, show them around, so you got to stay for a night to make your pledge or whatever the fuck that shit is. But then they like go back out and they're like, you got to shoot your way out, and it's like another lock. It's like, why did you waste the chain? And
They must have
everything?
brought another lock.
yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
but that just seems
Well,
like
they didn't.
I
If
don't
somebody
know.
came by, they didn't
I don't mean
want
to be tedious about
a
it.
broken
So we
chain to
have-
be seen.
so we
Hey,
have
but they use
the-
this term "gorked out," or he was so
Gorked?
gorked, and I
So
I
we
had to
have
look
the-
it up. It means heavily sedated.
We have the 4 main characters
Gorked.
that are going to be in the whatever
You
the
forgot the
mansion.
eagle sound.
It's Denise, Marty, Seth, and Jeff, and also fucking Denise has fucking Quaaludes.
She's got Quaaludes and
This
whiskey.
Yeah.
is something that I.
She got Quaaludes and Jack Daniels.
God, I,
Yeah.
wait, I
This
She
girl
had
knows how
weed
to
and coke,
fucking
but
I-
Peter found that
I
during the
fucking
search.
wish I could take one Quaalude in my life,
And
and I
she's
will never be
British.
able to
Oh,
fucking
man.
do it.
I would pay $150
But Peter
right now
took-
if you were like, I
Oh my
would go
God.
to the ATM.
Oh my God, me too.
If you said I have a
Same.
Quaalude, $200. That's
I-
a high amount.
I mean, I
can't
don't
go higher
even
than
know if
that.
I have that much in my bank account, but I would do it. I would
All right,
never grab.
Do you know how much people pay for
Stay
lean
gagged
now?
on this movie because I think
Stay
the feds
gagged
are
on a
coming for us
bottle of
now.
lean.
But no, okay, well, Peter didn't find her Quaaludes, but he took all her other stuff, including her Coke.
Her,
So,
her weed
anyway-
and coke got found.
But Seth is going to go with Denise, and Marty and Jeff are paired off.
So another question I have is they shot the lock up this place to get in, and they get in, and candles are lit.
Hey, dude, we don't
all
know.
The candles are fucking...
We don't know.
But who lit the fucking candles? And the candles are constantly lit.
They probably went in already and did that shit.
No, that dude was prepping the house because they were putting up speakers and shit.
I'm just perplexed by the fucking shooting the lock off for, like, twice.
They had another chain.
Yeah, they already have
Can you
set
imagine
this,
how cheap chain was at the hardware store when this movie was made?
I will say, of the 4 main characters, no one seems to know anyone, but they're paired off.
Well, so, Jeff
is rich and Marty is poor, so
Jeff's a cowboy, and he
perfect together.
The French maid. What is she? Is she supposed to be Marie Antoinette or something?
I don't fucking know, but he's rich and she's poor, so that's a big thing.
Jeff and Marty make a fire, and
then Seth talks about
Robin Hood shoots her ass with an arrow.
Well, then
because they go to the bedroom already.
They're like, "Do you do anything but drink and screw?" And he's like, "I surf."
And drink.
But why can't?
She gets excited by the
They're like, "Why can't we just fuck?" They're so wild and crazy. That's what I said.
They're so wild and crazy.
Back to scare them. May, Peter, and Scott. Are you back to scare them? Yes.
You got to.
Who cares? Let's
go.
Who cares?
The reason that
I wrote the next thing I wrote was, "What's Jeff's father like?" Who cares?
They'll just be like Jeff and Marty.
Why hasn't a death happened yet? We were 22 minutes in.
My dad wanted me to be in the fraternity. They drink Smirnoff shots out of a goblet.
Yeah, I said, "Why are you here, Marty? I don't care." Oh, English lit notes, and you got the best room and a car, and you can fix brakes.
Yeah, she works on cars.
I also like how she gives like the proletariat bourgeoisie communist manifesto speech to him about like he's like, why is it that the rich are considered evil and the poor are considered so noble?
Because
and then
it's true.
Yeah, sure, but like, and then she gives like some like philosophy drop on him, and she's like, I'm not political.
Then there's like a hole, and there's like secret rooms and tunnels. I was like, wonder if they'll come into play later. And then I said, "Why are you here, Marty? God, get somewhere. Scream." Well, who was it?
So, yeah, Peter's at his soundboard.
It's Seth. I think.
Scooby-Doo time is what I wrote down.
Are they being pranked? Are they even scared? I can't even tell.
They find the fucking speaker. Great job hiding that. And at some point,
Jeff left the gun and says, like, "I'll just shoot, quote unquote, it." Yeah, good idea.
I wrote down the joke.
Talking about? Personally, I think May is hotter than Denise, by the way. Anyway, she is a twat, but keep her behind and leave the rest of her.
Yeah, I wrote down, kept her behind and left the rest of her. Yeah.
They took their time with this dumb bullshit jump scares.
Distraction. There's an owl scare. Yeah, that was a good looking owl.
Well, finally, we get to May.
There's a hand grabbing her, and it drags her into a pit.
I like that.
And she catches a cleaver to the throat. I thought
It's only seen for a second, but that's nearly 28 minutes.
They hear that inside. They hear that scream, but they just think.
Yeah, I just wrote back to dumb convos.
The old fake, but it's real.
Back to dumb convos and pranks, and Seth and his boxers. Cool, but there was
investigating.
There was cool zoom in camera work and music on Linda Blair in that part. I thought.
And the wind blows the candles out.
Fucking boobs are breathing.
Was that a real ghost?
How did they make that ghost? That's what I said. I was like, was that a real ghost?
No, she saw a real ghost.
But when she came out, she was like, "Oh, it was just a ghost."
She goes. She says, "Quote, just a walking corpse," and then he's like, "Sorry, I gotta go fuck." Basically.
Oh yeah, but that effect was actually kind of cool. But the thing is like, there is no way back then that those frat boys could have rigged up an effect like that. So, but it's funny that she was like, "Oh, it was just a rotting corpse."
Oh, you can tell Jeff was in a Hardy Boys episode. By the way, he looks like it.
This movie kind of is like a Hardy Boys episode.
But the pranks are fucking dumb, and Scott enjoys.
Or not episode, but a book.
Scott enjoys them a little too much. No, Scott, the one doing them.
Oh, yeah.
He enjoys them a little too much. That's his thing. But then he dies, so...
He's kind of a nerd character.
I think he dies next, doesn't he?
Nerdy sidekick.
He's the guy on the roof, right?
Yeah, he gets his neck snapped.
That is a great effect.
8 minutes later. So, whatever. More stupid convos between Marty and Jeff. I mean, I could not be more bored with the fucking suspense. The suspense is non-existent. Characters with no camaraderie and totally unlikable. Just fucking boring-ass conversations about fucking, like, you want to fucking talk about communism or what the fuck ever. I mean,
those conversations, a lot of times...
I'm poor, I'm rich, I'm poor, I'm rich. Oh, I can fix
they're
brakes.
talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the story.
Nice outfit, Denise, but for real. Like her outfit is real good when she takes off her clothes.
I think Denise was my new rap name.
I thought Denise was way cuter than Linda Blair in this.
But then she walks around for fucking ever. She walks around for fucking like 15 minutes.
There's something wrong.
And then she uses some weird perfume she finds. And then there's a snake.
No, she smells it. She doesn't use it.
There's a snake prank right after that.
Yeah.
But then there's a nice mirror trick, but it didn't work because of Quaaludes. She thinks she's on Quaaludes.
She takes it. Well, she's already taken some more and drank some more.
The mirror trick doesn't work on her though because she thinks it's because of the Quaaludes. Yeah. So she's just like, whatever.
This stuff doesn't on your skin.
And at that point, I was like, can we just move this along? Like, I have to watch Peter climb a fucking rope ladder.
Yeah, a lot of people climb that rope ladder.
It's long as fucking. I don't care. It isn't suspenseful.
He's looking for Seth. He goes up on the roof.
He's not looking for Seth. He's looking.
No, he's looking for the
guy.
doll that's like doll that they had, like a mannequin doll thing.
Okay, does the mannequin ever come up?
No. Well, that's what he's looking for, but he finds Scott, I think. But I said I think it's the doll, but I also don't care.
Well, he fishes Scott up from the
crank
shaft.
thing. Yeah, and why is it lasting so long?
Well, they were planning on dropping like a fake corpse.
Yeah, and finally though he finds Scott's dead body, so now there's a chase.
Yeah, he like reels it up.
There's a chase. Get to the point.
This killer really likes to put his hand on people's face. That happens a lot. It's just like
a really long chase. He drops his keys.
Yeah. Dumb.
Finally, there's a struggle death scene, I hope, is what I said. More chase. This isn't even a main character.
The amount of time they spend in the yard outside.
Okay, and I was like, we stopped the chase. No suspense. Just waiting for Peter to die. This has gone on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Some candle walking.
And then you get an anticlimactic death at 48 minutes of Peter.
Is that the scythe?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that the effect was cool, but the lead up was like, God, that's barely worth it.
Back to Marty and Jeff. They're both weird.
They're talking again, right?
They're like, oh my God, we're weird. Like, oh my God, now we're in love.
Cute. Oh no.
Is that
no, but Marty's being a prude.
Even though you're rich and I'm poor, we're both weird. So like, totally we're in love now. And you're like from the wrong side of the tracks. So that's like cool and like pretty and pink. Cool. Fun. But Denise and Seth, someone's watching Denise and Seth, bro.
Is this where they have the good shadow sex?
I think so.
Like where the shadows look alive?
And because that's what she
goes,
goes,
John. Shadow sex. She goes, not as adverse to what?
All shadow sex.
But he gets up and he's like,
bad shadow sex. Like, what is that? Define that.
No, but I noticed the shadows. The
good shadow sex.
Really getting it on.
Those shadows are getting on good.
That implicates that there's bad. I'd like to know what it is.
But he,
all right, Patreon members, if you want to know what bad shadow sex is,
this is a real episode.
We'll do a sidebar for
you. I'm broke.
So
this laugh turned into a call.
I want to know too.
After the bad, good shadow sex, whatever.
It was good.
Seth said,
"What's good?"
Seth said he has to go to the John, and Denise is like, "John, I thought your name was Seth."
Where did I write good shadow sex? I'm lost in my notes. That's what's happening.
Okay, creepy deformed thing watching Denise. Quaaludes will put you to sleep.
Seth goes to John. So the killer, I got really kind of confused here. The killer sneaks up and...
Oh, yeah.
Like,
she's like falling asleep because of the Quaaludes. Yeah, but I was like, I'm surprised she made it this long. I'm surprised I made it this long in the movie. It's a fucking dumbass fucking off-screen death. You don't even know how she's killed.
Is she dead?
Yes, she is killed, but like it's off-screen.
It's not her head. When Seth comes back, he finds a decapitated head in the bed, but that's May's head.
Yeah, it's May's head.
It took me a while to figure that out.
It's May's head, and you never actually know. Even on like the kill count website, they don't know how Denise is killed. It just says killed.
So then Marty and
he screams Jeff very hilariously.
Hear the screams. They see the head too. Seth takes the gun.
Someone said, "Who's dead?" and they go, "That sorority chick." I was like, "She had a fucking name." I mean, like, God damn it,
the fucking sorority chick. Man.
I was like, "Why are they asking where Denise is when?" And then I was like, "Oh, that was May's head," because I got confused too. So Van Patten is like GTFOing, like he's getting the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, he says he.
But they gave him.
But they
gave him blanks. Yeah.
So he tries to climb the fence, and it's really suspenseful there. I do like the fence scene where
that was not suspenseful.
Oh, you didn't think so?
No.
Well, he cuts himself.
I was like climbing with those dumb boots on.
If Surviving had me climbing over a fence like that, dude,
I was more worried about.
I wrote the impossible gate.
I was more worried about his crotch later whenever he like got over it.
Oh
finally.
yeah, I said hand slice
like,
obviously, but Seth's got this. But
that's the Chekhov's gun moments. Like that fence is gonna be around.
The sharp gate is. I did write this. The sharp gate is the most suspenseful thing in this movie.
Yeah.
And
it's a great gate.
And then like Seth gets the fuck out. Like he leaves to go like find somebody, and he says, "I'll live Lol at foreshadowing. Can you make it? We got what the fuck ever. I love
the joke's on him because the gate was just surrounded by a hedge.
Shit.
But I do love how Jeff and Marty are acting like there is absolutely no way to get out. Like, this isn't fucking Alcatraz. Okay,
she tries to climb it and falls on Jeff, and they're like, "Hey, we're not going to try anymore."
But at this point,
I said, showed that you could climb that.
But yeah, he did.
I would say too. I'm not gonna lie. I would be going back in the house. Like,
I said the gate was suspenseful, but then right after that,
you gotta believe in yourself.
The pace is slowed down to an unsuspenseful crawl, and I'm so bored. And there's 42 fucking minutes left.
And it doesn't speed up hardly anymore.
So Jeff decides he's gonna go look for Denise. And they split up. Always smart.
Okay, Denise is dead. I don't feel like watching y'all walking around this dumb gothic mansion with your dumb and conveniently themed gothic costumes. And Jeff and Marty, you could need to quit looking for fucking Denise.
I think they were trying to get their money's worth of the
but
location.
I swear to God,
they're not dead.
They're walking around for
they're
fucking
just lost.
15 minutes, and we see dead Scott Head again. Who cares?
No, dude, this movie is a lot of walking around.
Van Patten is pretty hilarious.
So Jeff gets a flashlight, but he doesn't see the key.
He's the best actor in the movie.
Yeah.
The cops don't believe anything says.
I was like, where the fuck are you in some stupid desolate place? Is this the fry house? Literally no one is there. Like, I think he goes back to the fry house first.
Yeah.
But no one's fucking there. I was like, where did anyone at the party go?
Well, the party's over. They all took their torch line back home.
It goes back to the dumb Marty.
No, you know where they went, Charlottesville.
The dumb Marty and Jeff conversation. Oh, was the guard story real? No shit. Actually, this movie would be better if it ended up being a frat guy or Denise or something, and not these two deformed siblings.
So the candle goes out.
Yeah, Jeff.
He's walking around the garden in the dark.
He leaves Marty to go investigate after she's seen two dead people. Why doesn't she go with him? No, I'm like, yeah, leave Marty after you've seen two dead people. You fucking idiot.
So there's some pitchfork grabbing.
And you watch him walk around for fucking ever.
Forever.
Pitchfork grabbing, eh?
Yeah, I was like, wait, where did he get that pitchfork?
What happened
into Peter, and he gets the flashlight, but he doesn't grab the keys.
He sees Scott's dead body again. I was like, repeatedly showing previous deaths doesn't make up for the nothingness that's going on.
I thought it was Peter. Like,
no, he shows Scott again.
Oh.
And then, what the fuck, Hardy Boy Jeff? Way to go, Hardy Boy Jeff, for not seeing the keys on Scott.
Woof. Would you have seen him? I mean, it's dark.
Yeah.
You've got a fucking candle. He did get the flashlight, yeah.
He got the flashlight, so...
Derp.
Alva Sigro is not to be believed. Leave or spend a night in jail, Seth. That's when he goes to the police department.
Yeah, they don't believe him.
And this shit's ridiculously
unbelievable.
And then he runs in and steals fucking, like...
A shotgun?
Guns and ammo, just
Well, he told that story earlier about how some bullshit happened. They just went and stole a shotgun.
Yeah, but I was like... Okay, so it's just laying out in the police station. These cops, like, don't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, they tell him straight up they don't give a fuck. They're like, you've been raising hell all night, motherfucker.
This is actually the most entertaining part of the movie.
It kind of is. And it's the most well-lit part of the movie, too.
But I wrote back to Jeff and Marty, ugh, do you think we'll make it? And I go, shut up, Linda Blair. I'm so sick of your dumb fucking face, and I know you're going to live, and I'm livid about it.
Be nice.
I like the part where,
I was so I was
but
like,
this carpet's
she's gotta be the final
This is the
girl.
best of the 80 conversations they have, because the carpet's racing in the background. At first I was like, man, I'm high as hell. Like that carpet looks like it's going in the air. But it really was. There's a trap door under it. Whoa.
Yeah, it's like there's a pitchfork to one of the killers, maybe. I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh yeah. This is where they're...
Bro went down into the tunnel. He's still alive and down there. Wow, you solved the fucking mystery, Hardy Boy.
And this is where Linda Blair finds out.
I think he's more of an Nancy Drew.
Peter's dead.
I have a bad feeling about this tunnel being used.
The tunnels are cool.
Usually equals tedious as fuck chase scenes.
God.
So they end up happening upon this,
more fucking walking around.
Wannabe Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of dead people dinner table.
Yeah, and then... I think Jeff says...
There's like rats eating on all the plates.
Jeff's like, let's get him first. I was like, get real, Jeff. And then there's like more walking around. Obviously, these deformed brothers are going to know the tunnel system better than you fucking nitwits.
Isn't it
and
the
they
dad and
only
the
have
brother?
half a fucking brain.
Yeah.
I think
but they're going to know the tunnel
dad.
system better. No, I think they're brothers.
But I don't think they ever found the dad's body, right? And that one's way older.
Andrew.
I think one is the dad, right?
Oh, yeah. I thought I didn't care, I guess.
You don't know from the kill count website?
I didn't
Because
know
they
that
kill
his
the
name-
fuck. He's about to kill the shit out of this.
I
dude.
think one's the dad and one's the kid.
He kills the dad.
I might be
here.
wrong.
I don't care.
They go
I
in the
don't either.
tunnels.
No, Raymond Garth was the dad, and he is not in the kill count, so he is dead. It's actually the second. In the kill count, it's his the first Garth son. He's named as second Garth son, and then at the
Second
end
Garth
is
son.
Andrew Garth.
Oh,
So
it's
it was like
Morris.
it was just
Is it Morris the Mongoloid?
So the
it was
guy,
it was just an unknown
So wait,
brother.
the
No
guy
one
on
knew
the
about
only
him.
had
roof was
one
the
brother.
dad.
No one knew about him.
They named all.
So
those
the guy
kids.
on the roof was the dad at the end.
No,
Okay,
they're both
so-
brothers.
Okay.
It's Andrew.
So and they're
youngest
walking around
son.
tedious and all that fucked up dinner tables at the family. Did no one remove their
That
bodies?
was my favorite part of the movie. Was
Also,
the
was that
family's
Denise?
dinner table.
Was that
Yeah,
Denise?
Denise was
Okay.
down there. For
Monster,
Sure.
ooh, scary. Okay, here comes the stupid chasing that will go on.
So
too
they're
long.
chasing him, and then he chases them.
Don't know, don't care, don't know,
But they
don't care.
find some kind of the secret passageway. That
I just
was
wrote
being used
walking,
earlier.
running, walking, running.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah. I heard a lot of walking tedious. And at least Van Patten, though, is trying, and he's being realistic, but lol at him selling that car, but also good idea. And he's like, tell him I'll be at Garth Manor. So that's smart because he's like, they'll actually care that this guy got his car stolen,
Right.
so they'll come try to get
Yeah,
me
yeah.
at Garth
He's the
Manor.
only one that has made any sense through
that's
this whole
fucking
movie.
smart. That's usually not seen in movies like this.
No. Even though stealing a cop shotgun at the police station is,
Yeah.
it's badass. But man, that police station sucks.
So I was like, what's wrong with Jeff? Oh, what are
His
they
leg
going to
got
do
hurt.
now that they found like another body, as if the chase scenes didn't force that question on them anyway? What the fuck? I mean,
Some kind of figure runs in.
but Van Patten's back.
Yeah, he pulls up to the gate holding the gun by the end of it. It's
I
you
do
don't hold a
like
fucking
his
shotgun
character,
like
but
that.
as soon as he arrives, it gets tedious again. It's like, and then I wrote Garth Manor equals tedious.
But he just finds a hole in the fence.
Seth walks around for goddamn ever.
He finds the hole, so he doesn't have to go over
Well,
the.
good job. No Van
death fence
Patten.
again.
Don't kill him, Mr. Monstral. Struggle for the gun.
It's like
Yeah.
a prison celly.
Oh.
He found a hole.
He shoots.
He's finally shot.
He lands in the pond, but he stands up and gets shot again. And Seth tells Marty and Jeff, but
I said, how we know this is the second Garth, and I do not know. But
yeah. And does it show his death at all?
yeah, he gets who's
No, Seth gets
This-
grabbed by the second figure. He kills the one.
it's back to Tedious walking around, and then he shoots him again. I think, or
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
There's one jump scare where you think he's dead.
Yeah.
He shoots him again.
Linda Blair is overacting as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was a hero, but no more with that shot of scum.
But so they're on the stairs,
What that
and he
fucking
comes in
means.
saying that
I'll
he
miss you
kills
carrying
him.
this shitty movie, Van Patten.
Yeah, he comes in, and he gets
does.
grabbed. Somebody gets shot, and yeah.
Jeff's pretty.
Jeff goes for the
pretty
gun.
hot, though.
So the monster jumps, and we have another chase.
It's like no
busts-
numbskull.
Jeff's pretty hot. He's got money.
But Marty's gonna get the gun. Jeff's a fucking pussy.
Yeah, Marty goes out the window, and there's a big press slam
It's
here.
somehow tedious again with her for trying to get the gun.
Yeah.
Somehow that seems
everything
tedious.
takes too long.
But
I lo-
it's
the
like
body slam's a good body slam.
It is.
Where,
we see
Jeff
Andrew, and I
gets
was
thrown out
like,
the
"Oh, hey,
window.
girl." I was like, "Why is Marty having to take care of everything?"
Strong lead actress.
Well, no, she's not. No, she's not. That's the thing. But
That was
yeah,
good.
that family.
I love you, Linda Blair, if you're
like
listening.
that
yeah.
family be fucked up looking. Like Marty left your ass, Jeff. Bye.
So
10 minutes left of this absolute bullshit.
yeah,
She finds
goes
the
up to
rope
the
ladder.
roof. Yeah,
Tedious.
But
I'm so annoyed.
somehow Andrew just busts out of the window, but she falls safely to the ground. Yeah. After, yeah, there's a lot of tedious.
I was like, "Oh, hey, dead Jeff
it's
and
Scooby-Doo.
other brother," or was that Seth? Don't know, don't care. Tedious chase. At least she found the keys. Back to the tedious chase. So she finds the keys.
She finds the keys off of Peter, and she makes it to the gate, and she she locks the lock, right? But the car won't start.
The car won't start. But good thing
But
we
she
had
gets
that
out and-
backstory of her
yeah.
being a mechanic.
She gets out and she starts
At
that shit
least
like
we
a
get
boss.
that scene of her like against the gate, like the fucking front of the movie.
yeah, but she still, even when she gets it started, she still can drive worth of shit.
Yeah,
She's a woman, I
She
guess.
accidentally, I'm pretty sure she accidentally knocks that fence down.
You can say that,
And
right?
She takes off, but
I'm a
Andrew's
shit-
on the
I
hood.
mean, I drive like a maniac. There's a nice shot of the killer in the car window, but
The fence looked great.
Marty, you're really gonna
This
take
is a
both
good,
hands off
this
the
is a
wheel.
good set piece kind of deal.
But there shouldn't...
If it was like a better movie until this part, this would have been a good ending.
Yeah, if the whole rest of the movie had been tedious and boring as fuck. Anyway,
So, yeah,
she knocks down the gate, and Andrew's on her hood, and
that shot's
she
pretty
breaks,
cool.
She like drives around, breaks, and then he gets impaled on the fence. And
Yeah, she does.
She fucking just falls asleep on the
drives,
horn.
Well,
on the horn.
She was driving without using her hands.
So you gotta do what you gotta do.
You got knees.
She had hands.
So man. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I was like, well, he's finally impelled, and your shitty driving proved to work in your favor. So I guess good job. Horn honking is the worst.
Did she fall asleep, or was it just for a second?
I think she
wakes
just,
up
like,
and it's
passed
the
out.
morning, right?
She passed out. I think she when she hit it, like knocked her out. But then there's a tedious.
You kill the killer, you get away from the killer. There's a great shot with the killer impaled in the morning light.
Yeah, but then there's a tedious Linda Blair getting out of the car.
And she walks for a while.
This movie could have been 45 minutes.
Yeah.
This episode, literally right now, we're at 30 minutes. Like, this movie could have been 30 minutes.
Like I said, I've been looking forward to watching this. Like, it's been on my Shutter queue since I got the fucking service. But,
I'm never watching this movie again. I've watched it like 3 times in my life. Fuck that. I was not looking forward to this at all. I fucking hate this movie.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm static.
It's not the worst movie I've ever seen, honestly. I mean, I've seen worse, but it's just, God, fucking tedious.
I'm not a fan either.
Kill count.
Okay, so at 28 minutes, we get Mae West. She's decapitated with a machete.
Mae West?
Yeah.
That's her name?
Yeah. Her head is shown later in bed by Seth. So, 2 at 36 minutes, that's 8 minutes later, Scott has his neck snapped. This is all by Andrew Garth. Number 3 is Peter Bennett. He's impaled on a, what is it?
A scythe.
Yeah,
like
scythe.
a Reaper's. Whatever the Grim Reaper had.
That's at 48 minutes. So that's 12 minutes.
A thresher or something like that.
That's 12 minutes after Scott's neck is snapped. So then at 53 minutes, 5 minutes later, we have Denise's death. She's killed. Her name's Denise Dunsmore. She's killed. We don't know how. It's not on screen. Whatever. Then we have 1 hour and 27 minutes. So that's 34 fucking minutes later.
Yeah. There was a lot of fat on this one. It was a pretty mansion.
Yeah, I guess.
Cool tunnels.
I don't give a fuck. Shot with a shotgun twice by Seth. A minute later, Seth is shot with the shotgun by Andrew Garth. That's not on screen, though. At 1 hour and 31 minutes, 3 minutes later, Jeff Reed is thrown from a window by Andrew Garth. And then at 1 hour and 37 minutes, that's 6 minutes later, Andrew Garth is impaled on a gate spike by Marty Gaines. So, and so that's like, whatever, 8. But there's actually 13 deaths if you want to kill all the people, or if you want to count all the people killed before.
In the story?
In the story.
That doesn't count.
So, trivia. The estimated budget was $1,400,000, and it made $2,300,000.
God.
Probably based off of Linda Blair alone.
Sure.
Peter, Kevin Brophy, kept the purple cape and wears it every Halloween.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Frank Darabont, early film credit as production assistant. He was important, I guess. The actual distance from that
fuck him.
The actual distance from the house to the front gate was 1 mile. Yeah.
Damn.
Kevin Brophy, who played Peter, did actually hurt. Okay, supposedly he was actually hurt from being thrown down the stairs, but he says differently in interviews. He says that he put a rock in his shoe to limp, but other people were like, "You're just pussy," whatever. This was the first film released by Compass International Pictures. It was filmed in 40 days in November 1980 and January 1981. Extended budget by $400,000. The shooting was 6-day weeks, 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and included Thanksgiving. Seth originally was supposed to be Southern, but was changed due to casting Van Patten in the movie. Marty's real name is actually Martha Gaines.
Oh.
Andrew Garth was played by a young, this is sad, by a young German actor who died in an automobile accident before the release of the movie.
Ouch.
And originally there was only supposed to be one killer, which would make more sense.
So Frank Darabont directed?
Well, no, I got that. I get. So as far as cast and crew trivia, I'm not going to go into Linda Blair's shit. So, yeah. Vincent Van Patten, married to Eileen Davidson from Days and Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She has an Emmy, so fuck off. He was a professional tennis player. He defeated McEnroe in 1981 in Tokyo.
Hell yeah, man.
I love John McEnroe. So he is the son of Dick Van Patten of 8 Is Enough fame. He was in Rock and Roll High School. He's a professional poker player.
I read that he was in Rock and Roll High School. That's cool as fuck.
But he's a big professional poker guy now. Peter Barton, who played Jeff, he was in Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, The Powers of Matthew Starr, he was Playgirl's 10 Sexiest Guys at one point. He was on Sunset Beach and Young and the Restless. Kevin Brophy, who plays Peter, was in some set. I don't care. I was going to say it, but I don't care.
It was Friday 4. Friday the 13th.
That was Peter Barton.
Oh, was that?
Jimmy Sturdivant, who played Scott, he was in The Competition with Richard Dreyfuss, Amy Irving, and Lee Remick. So, the director Tom DeSimone. He did a bunch. He did these 2 very big women in prison movies: The Concrete Jungle and Reform Schoolgirls.
Yeah. Dude, Reform Schoolgirls. Was that with Wendy O. Williams? The Plasmatics? I think it was.
He also directed a bunch of episodes of Freddy's Nightmares.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. The executive producer, number 1, Chuck Russell, did Nightmare on Elm Street 3. He directed The Mask and The Blob.
Oh, shit. The remake of The Blob with fucking Kevin Dillon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Executive producer number 2, I didn't write his name down, oops, he did Halloween 2 and 3, Nightmare on Elm Street, Fade to Black.
Talking about this.
Producer Erwin Yablans did Halloween 1, 2, and 3. Whatever. Additional crew on Apocalypse Now. Executive producer on Fade to Black, which is a slasher.
You think these people wouldn't know how to make a more entertaining?
The guy who did the music, Dan Wyman, he was the orchestrator on Halloween. Electronic orchestrator and electronic realization.
He was main nerd number 1.
But he helped with Halloween, The Fog, Lawnmower Man. He was the composer on that. The cinematographer Anthony DeMarco did Reanimator, From Beyond, Beverly Hills Cop 3, and Good Burger.
Oh, shit, hell yeah.
Special effects guy Ken Horn did The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2, Tourist Trap, Halloween 4. Prosthetics, Michael Mills. I think he's an Oscar nominee, Emmy Award winner for Quantum Leap. He did stuff for Blade Runner,
Scott Bakula,
Friday the 13th Part 8, Beastmaster, Seventh Sign, Back to the Future 2 and 3, Predator 2, Point Break, True Romance, Star Trek, The New Next Generation, and Deep Sea Nine, Face Off, and The New MacGyver.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Man. That's pretty good.
We got makeup. Pamela Peitzman, she's Emmy nominated for Conan the Barbarian, The Hitcher, Tales from the Crypt, Lovely Bones, and Last Airbender.
Can we do Conan the Barbarian?
No. Special effects, Tom Schwartz did Scanners, Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bolorama. Production manager Michael Fawtrell did the Fate and the Furious.
What?
Live Free or Die Hard. Co-producer of Heavyweights. I love that movie. Executive producer of Cruel Intentions.
Oh.
And that's all I got.
That's
ancestral.
I mean, those are the heavy hitters making this fucking movie.
Yeah, they should know better.
They should have known better.
They learned.
I didn't think
they learned.
I guess. Did they?
I don't know.
Did anyone learn? Anyway, what do you rate this?
1.5.
I was almost going to go. I said I was like, if I'm being generous, I was going to go 1.5 or 2 if I'm being generous,
2.
but I'm going to go 1. Fuck this movie.
2 out of 5.
Bad,
1. Maybe a point,
You know
0.75. Maybe a 0.8. 0.5 to a 1.
Mike?
2.
Hit it. 2?
I'm going to go 2.
Is it a strong 2 or is it a weak 2?
Weak 2. I feel like he said it weekly.
Let's say
let him
2.
Speak for himself.
Well, it sounded weak.
You know, what I need to do is go back through
No, you don't.
and see what I voted on all these other movies.
The movie should be called Walking.
Well, I'm going to say
walking and running in gothic outfits in a gothic mansion.
I know what I'm going to give another movie, and it's like a quarter star better than that.
This is why Pazuzu Goes Bananas didn't get made, is because Pazuzu Goes to College didn't fare well.
Yeah, but you want to be repossessed.
Yeah, and
that movie didn't hold up well either. Though.
Like I said earlier, in Italy, it was under the working title of Linda Blair's Busty Affair, and it just didn't work.
It should have been a porno.
I like Denise more than Linda Blair.
Me too.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Denise kind of.
She had Quaaludes.
She
had Quaaludes.
Denise was the heart of the party.
Yeah, she really
was. And when
was.
she disappeared, like, you just see her in the basement.
Well, weird fucking death there.
She clearly got with the alpha male of the fucking actual movie because that guy actually did something. Van Patten or whatever.
Yeah, no, he was cool. We kept seeing the conversations between Jeff and Marty. I want to see conversations with Seth and Denise.
Well, you know what? They weren't having conversations because they were fucking because that's what you should be doing.
Yeah, they were having a good
time.
In
a creepy mansion.
In a room full of candles that stay lit all night, and you're going to fucking take Quaaludes
and
see
Jeff
and
shooting
fall
blanks,
asleep on that shit.
At least she was probably asleep when
shooting blanks is the best thing you can do in this day and age.
You know,
well, at least she probably didn't feel herself dying because she was on Quaaludes.
It was probably like the last.
It was probably a peaceful
death.
Man.
God, I would love to be able to take Quaaludes
for $200.
Yeah, you know, it'd be expired as fuck, though. It probably wouldn't work. Unless... I heard, though, they're making it on the black market in Mexico. But there's probably, like, fentanyl in it and stuff. So it's like, we're not doing that.
Okay, anyway. So, stay gagged on
Quaaludes.
Busty LaRue, or Chesty LaRue, or fucking Busty McPherson. And don't stay gagged on Quaaludes because they're not real anymore. Stay gagged on your dad's drugs.
I mean, they're better. They were better than Oxys. Like, way to go, Big Pharma.
This is not the message we should be sending.
I wish there was more of the ghost. The ghost was real, right?
Oh, that ghost. Was it real?
Stay gagged on the paranormal, I guess.
Maybe, if it was real, I guess. Anyway, stay gagged on all that. And
stay gagged on Linda Blair's pubic hair.
Gross. What the fuck? She might not have any.
No, there's pictures on the internet.
Oh. Madonna has big old bush.
Well, everybody.
I have a pretty big bush, guys.
God.
Jesus fucking
Christ. Tia Mike. We are fucking.
Babysitter my
Nick
ass.
and Emily are the new babysitters. Mike has turned into the child.
I'm your favorite,
I feel like we're mom and dad. We're the shittiest mom and dads ever. And he's older than us.
Mama.
All right. Yeah. Bye. I
want lasagna.
Y'all take it easy. Thank you.
Hold on.
Do you have any chips?
Can you shut the fuck up? Stay gagged on all of our social media: Instagram, TikTok, Gag Me with a Knife Podcast. You can buy our merch at gagmewithaknifepodcast.com. Become a Patreon for member shout-outs, early access to episodes, bonus exclusive episodes you won't find anywhere else, and fan request videos, fan requested episodes. And once we get to 10 members, we'll do a giveaway.
Don't muddy that water.
And so next week we'll have our Halloween retrospective because it's spooky ooky and it's gonna be ending soon because October.
8 movies.
Yeah,
to do this
we're doing Halloween 1 through Resurrection, which, by the way, Resurrection fucking rules. Fucking love Resurrection. So we'll see you guys later and have a spooky ooky time.
Hi, Katie.
Oh, hey, Katie.
Yeah,
we already talked about her, I think. I called her Katie Butthole.
How long has this been happening?
My offer is always out there if you want to know fan fiction or truth about Katie Mosley. And at the end, you get to guess.
He's a really good writer.
No, he's not. Okay, see you guys.
It's a hell night. I hope you know that it demon gotta go to hell, right? Riding in the Hellcat. This a hell night. I hope you know that it demon gotta go to hell, right? Money bag, privacy. Bitch, we rigged the party. Big body, scat bag. We just rigged the charge. Fuck car, we hit long as we got out with them choppers. Nigga go against the guy and burn his ass like lava. I'm with Chopper gang and we slime with Drake. Hey, you can't be the gang if you ain't find the Drake. 2-2-3s hit him up from his spine to his face. Them shooter trailing the white truck, you get behind, they gon' spray. Hey, look great just net 2 steamers. He in a 2-seater. High road just booked 2 heaters. He just shot 2 beaters. Speak on Tino, you gon' meet him. I put that on Talisha. Marks on the they black out. That bitch look like a speaker. What you know about slime, ho? You ain't slime, ho. Pull up and we fine, ho. We slangin' 9, ho. Be somebody dying, ho. You know what time, ho. Caught him on the expressway. Head down, he blind, ho. Riding in the Hellcat. This a hell night. this a hell night, I hope you know that every demon gotta go to hell, right? Niggas dissing, I don't talk. I ain't got nothing to say, and everybody around with me could've played for Golden State. Breaking news drop, got everybody trying to toe the Drake. Feds say a nigga mercy boosting up the murder rate on gang.